Hello everyone, and welcome back to the sunny hills of County Durham. There has been a little bit of a gap in the videos. I do apologise for that. I'm very busy at work, so I am struggling to find the time to get out. But it's currently Friday afternoon. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock, and these fields somewhere up in behind there, I'm going to have a walk up there and I'm going to have a couple of hours and I'm going to see what we can find. Just quickly, before I do that, I just want to thank everybody. The last few videos that I've put up have been really popular. They've got nearly 1,000 views, just over 1,000 views, some of them, which to some people isn't a lot. But to me, it's always very nice when a video does that well. So thank you very much. And also, I'm almost up to 600 subscribers. So thanks again to everybody who's recently subscribed. And I hope you enjoy what you're about to watch. Now, obviously, I haven't been out yet. I don't know what's going to be on this video. So fingers crossed we find something worth finding. Now, this land behind us here, obviously I'm at my back door here. So this land behind us here is all connected to, there was an old castle which could be 1,000 years old-ish, something like that, and it's all surrounding that castle, this land that I'm going to be on in this video. So you never know, so fingers crossed we find something good. So less chatting, catch you on the first hole. So just a quick update. We've made the probably 30-second journey by car to the field. Now this field behind us here with this tree in here, I have done this little area, me and Coop has done this a little bit. I'm going to try in here. Now I'm going to see if I can see on my camera, see that right where we are there, that lump there right above my finger is, I know it just looks like a mound of grass, but that there is the old castle. So all this land here, this road, there's a bit of a road here to a gate across there. Trying to get myself, there it is, yeah, sorry, I'm pointing everywhere but where it's at. There's the gate. That is the original sort of bridleway, pathway, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, this is what I'm going to hit, just this bit in here for 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go through the gate I've just come through, over the road, and I'm going to try them fields there. So yep, catch you on the first. Right everyone, there's the pickup, there's the gate. I'm onto a signal here. Now, I've had a fair few new subscribers recently, so to any of you guys that's watching, just a quick update on the machine. I'm using sort of custom settings. I always run with the horseshoe like on, so that you can hear the, or is that horseshoe off? I can't remember, but I run the machine so that you can hear all the grunts. I'm running the M9 coil. As you can see there, the sensitivity is up to 26, but if anybody is wanting sort of whatever settings I use, please in the comments reach out and I'll sort of send you what the settings are that I use. I'm no expert. I've been doing this now sort of 5 years. I started with the Equinox 800, which is an absolutely fantastic machine to say the least. But in my personal opinion, this machine blows the 800 well and truly out the water. I'm not saying that the Manticore finds things that the 800 won't find, but I do dig a hell of a lot less rubbish with this. But anyway, that's just a little bit of a chat for the new subscribers. But we've come across a signal here, and this is the first signal. Mid-40s, middle line, and you can see that is the sort of road, sort of what the farmer uses, which is actually the original sort of byway through here. So yeah, I'll be very interested to see what this is. So as always, give us a second. I'll get this dug out and we'll have a look. So that's out. Whatever it is, I think that's it actually. I think it's this. 1 second. No, it's not. That's changed, hasn't it? I don't know what this is going to be. But as always, we'll find out together. Oh, is that like a... Reminds us very much of like a fragment of a big bell. It's got like... It's like heavy made metal. I don't know. It's another part in there. I think there could be another bit in there somewhere. No, just the pinpointer going crackers. So, first item on this lovely Friday evening is a fragment of something. It could well be farm machinery. It just reminded us, you know, the bells you get, but I just don't think it's... I don't think it is. I just think it's a fragment of maybe farm machinery. Oh well, on to the next. We've come across another one here, literally 2 or 3 foot away from that last one. Now this is just going to be a one for the sake of the video. It's a one of them. Yeah, you'll see now. Right, that's half decent. And there is still something there. And there's something lurking in there. It's very grunty, but there's something there. But I'm not expecting this to be anything. And this is just for the sole purpose for anybody new to the Manticore or somebody thinking about buying the Manticore to see how the machine reacts to each certain signal. Now, I can turn the horseshoe off there. Now, as you can hear, the grunts aren't coming through. Very iffy, but that being said, I have had deep silver come up with a little bit of a signal like this. So yeah, let's have a look. Right, I've dug that over. Now let's have a listen. I would say it's better, but how much better to be something good, I don't know. Well, there's a nail, so I'll stand back up, we'll run the machine over it, and then if it's not making any noise, it's picked that nail up, hasn't it? Yep, nail. Now, on a normal day, I probably, well, I think I would have dug that anyway, just in case. But 9 times out of 10, I think I would have probably walked away from that signal, because I know my machine, and I know, excuse me, I know that my machine there was telling me that there was something not quite right with that signal. But like I say, for all you guys that are new to the Manticore, yeah, you can kind of half see by what I've just shown you there what sort of signal that the rusty nail can give up. It can give you a little bit of a nice chirp at times. Obviously depending on your settings and how you use your machine. The way I run my machine, it's quite opened up. I don't have much sort of ferrous limits top and bottom. So and my sensitivity is quite relatively high. I mean, there will be people who run their machine a little bit more sensitive than mine. So little things like that can sometimes give you a little bit of a chirp and sort of trick you as such. Some people do have sort of where that nail was coming in the 50s there, they do have that sort of notched down, which is something that I have thought about doing. But I've used this machine like this now for over a year, and I do like the way it is, so I'm just going to leave it alone for now. But that being said, there's a good view of the old castle here, the hill there. But with that being said, I'm going to have a little bit more look about here. I've probably got 2 hours if I want it. The wife's away shopping at the Metro Centre, and Cooper, unfortunately, is out playing with his mates. So I'm by myself. So, yep, let's keep looking. I've come across another interesting one here. I don't know if you can hear my machine going crackers. It's very trashy. This is where the M9 coil really comes into its own. So hopefully I can find this signal again, because it's very trashy. Right, so if I run my machine over that quick, you can hear it just coming through, can't you? Coming up, touching 60s. But like I say, anybody that swings the machine too fast might just miss that. And the M9 coil really makes a difference as well for finding bits in trashy areas. So, yep, give us a second. I'm not expecting too much, but give us a second and we'll get this dug out. Right, I've got it dug out. Now, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but it's still in the clod. Now you can see it's a lovely tight little circle on the centre line. Lovely tone. So probably means it's going to be a bit of rubbish, but we'll have a look. It's almost on the surface here. We'll try and keep you in picture if I can. Yeah, she's just, oh, I think it's disappeared, no? Come on, you blighter, where you're at. Right, what have we got? We've got a lovely rivet. Bit of a rivet. No wonder it was giving off a nice signal. They always tend to, these things. Never mind, that's metal detecting. On to the next. Right, I've come across another one here, just to quickly show you where I'm at. I've had a little bit walk around this area now. None of us has been up on this area, and I've got a signal here. As you can see, the screen, it's bleeding a bit, or it was. Now, mid-40s, I've had hammered coins up in mid-40s, but I've also had a lot of mill tubes, and I have found a fair few mill tubes on here as well. So that's what I'm kind of half sort of expecting it to be, sort of mill tube, something like that. Yeah, let's have a look. Yep, that's it, dug over. We'll have a look. I don't know if you can see the screen there. It's gone down more. Oh, there, it's back in the middle of the ferrous limit there. I don't know why. Somebody might be able to tell us why it does that. Sometimes it moves down at the bottom end of the ferrous limits. Must just be the way it's laid in the soil, whatever it may be. It's just there, whatever it is. I'll get me pokey stick on the job. Oh, right. That could be interesting. Is that it? Is that it? Or is that the imprint? I think that could be the imprint, you know. Aha. I'll leave that imprint on the Claude. We'll get you zoomed in a bit more. We'll have to do a bit of a live. I think we're onto a coin. I'll just rub that screen a minute. I think I've got a bit of muck on the screen. We're on to our first coin of the day in a pretty random place, just middle of nowhere. And we're on to, I think it's a halfpenny. I'll just give it a rub on the magic trousers. See if we can get some detail off it. Right, what have we got? Let's have a look. That is Britannia side. Now I'm trying to find a date. It's got crud on, unfortunately. I'll just have a quick look off camera. There is no date, but by this side we have, hopefully you can see that, Queen Victoria. And that looks to be like a bun head. So was that from the years 1870s to 1890s, somewhere between that? Ah, that's better. Get you into some light. There you go. That's much better, that. Yeah, so yeah, mid to late 1800s. Halfpenny. Unfortunately, it's got a bit of disease on the back, and we cannot, I'll just give that a little rub there, cannot get a date off there, unfortunately. It's knackered. But it's a coin, and I'm absolutely over the moon with that. So that's the first proper find of the day going into the pot. Champion. Right, let's find some more. So I've come across another one here. It's a little bit on the iffy side. It's a little bit all over the screen. I tend not to rely too much on the screen, and I do go by sort of the tone, which has changed a little bit. Now we are under some electric wires there. I'm not getting any interference, but I always just think, you know, is it something off when they put them up? Or, you know, I always, unfortunately, I always think of the negative outcome, unfortunately. I never ever think, oh, this is definitely going to be a silver coin. I think that's why it always catches us off guard a bit more when I do find them. But yeah, place your bets as to what you think this is. Right, whatever it is, it's still in the hole. You can see I've took an extra spoonful of soil out here just to make sure. Right, we'll just... Oh, there seems to be a big stone in the bottom of here. You probably can't see that, but I think we're onto it, whatever it is. I'll just go slightly wider. Oops. Right, let's see if we've got that. Is that it? Surely not. Surely not onto another rusty nail. That's very unlike me to be digging rusty nails, that's all I know. Yep. Rusty nail number 2. You can see it's quite an old one. if I can pick anything positive out about it. Yeah, never mind, now we know, so we'll fill it in and we'll keep going. Surely this one isn't going to be another rusty nail. I think you can already see it sounds and looks better on the screen. 50, 53, yeah, it could be a coin. I'll not hold my breath, but it could be a coin. Right, I've got that dug over. I hope you can see all right for the shadows. It has changed massively again. Could make me look very silly, this. I'll just dig a bit more out with my pokey stick. I might have to get the spade back in yet. Let's have a look. Under there somewhere. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll get back to you. I'll just dig this over a bit more and then we'll see what it is. That's better. I think it's in here somewhere. Oh! I don't know if you can see that. I'm struggling to see on my phone. On my screen here. It's in there somewhere. Eagle eyes. It's not a coin. Unfortunately. It's a very, very old button. Possibly might have been like a dandy button with a little bit of decoration on. We'll see if we can get any decoration to come through with the rub on the magic trousers. Ah. Yep. I think you can see there. There's been some decoration in the middle. But as with a lot of things that tend to come out of these fields, it's got that dreaded disease. Now, I'm assuming that's off things that over the years the farmers have put on the fields, such as fertilizers, things like that, that kind of help cause this. I'm not saying they're the sole cause, but yeah. But nevertheless, a nice decorated button. What, 200 years old, something like that, at a guess. Yep, fantastic. We've walked about 10-15 steps from that button. Line of trees here, dry stone wall. You can see there's been a bit of a well, has it been a bit of a bridleway sort of road sort of thing? I don't know, but here, hopefully you can see the screen. Yeah, it's coming up in the 40s, possibly a moo tube. But like I always say, there's only one way to find out, and that's dig it out. Let's have a look. Right, shazoot. I think it's in the hole still. Yeah, we'll just get the pokey stick in. We'll have a bit root about. Oh, I think I've found it. Yep, it's a piece of lead, which I find a hell of a lot of. Like I say, those of you that are new to the channel, I am in the near future, hopefully, fingers crossed, I am going to do a video where all the lead I've found, such as this, I've got in a tub at home. At the moment, at a guess, weight wise, I think there could be 16 stone of lead that I've dug in 5 years of metal detecting. 16 stone, what's that, 200 weight? Is that right? 200 weight. Kilo wise, I'm not too sure. It'll be over 100 kilo. It could be about 105 kilo at a guess, 110 kilo. So it's a bit of lead. Now, I don't know what the price of lead is currently at. I mean, anybody would like to drop in the comments what if they know the price of lead. But what the idea is, whatever I get for the price of the lead, and I might take in some of the other stuff as well, such as the aluminium cans and what have you. And whatever I get, I'm going to buy gold with what I've dug out the ground. So that's the idea anyway. But yeah, just to show you a quick view of where I'm at. I'm currently on my knees. I'll stand up. This is the view. You just can't quite see my house over there where I live. This is the view. Local viewers may know where I'm at. But yeah, fantastic scenery around here on a lovely Friday evening. You can see the scars on the hillside, quarries, and up there's some spoil heaps up there. I don't know if you can see that, from quarry workings from the 1800s. So there's been a lot of industry around here, which means lots of things to find. So yep, I'll catch you on the next. I've come into the next field. Now this is actually going to be a hay / silage field. Now the landowner, I did say to the landowner, have you got any fields that aren't barred up for crop? And his response was, go anywhere you want, you can't harm anything because there's not going to be much crop this year. So it's not even, I'm not even having any issue swinging the coil. That's how little grass there is in here. But I'm not going to take the mickey. I'm just going to have a quick mooch in here. And then I'll be on my way, and I might try another field before I go home. But in the meantime, I had a big blob on the screen, which was coming up at an 18. And I have got an absolutely battered, probably goes that way actually, spoon. I don't think that's going to last much longer in the bag. That'll probably snap by the time I get it home. I think I have actually broke this. I don't think I did that brake though. That looks an old brake. Yeah, what we're saying, Victorian. It always makes me laugh how spoons end up in the middle of fields. It does, makes us laugh. Yeah, have a little spoon. Yeah, that's how long the grass is. Not very long at all. Normally this time of year you cannot walk through it. Yeah, it's going to be a tough back end for livestock and farmers, I think, the way things is looking. Anyway, I've got a signal here. 39.40. Let's have a look. Right, it doesn't sound very good. In fact, it's totally disappeared, so I'm hoping it's still in there, but it's something on its edge. We'll find out, won't we? I don't think, surely not again. No, surely not. I don't know what that is, but it looks to be just sort of some sort of nail thing. No, we've got something in there. Can you see it? Just poking out. Ah, we're onto a nice. Now I don't want to rub this very much because this looks very old. See, yes, I've dug a few rusty nails up today, but that's the power of the Manticore. Obviously, there was a nail in that hole, and it totally disregarded. Sorry, there's a bit of pottery in the hole as well. I can go back in. Yeah, we have another button with slight decoration on. I'm not going to get too excited about it. In fact, I think if I kept rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, it would just disappear, I think. So we'll give it a little tickle. Yeah, it's going to lose all the decoration, unfortunately. It's that old. I'll say again, some similar age to that last button, 200 years old, something like that, sort of 1800s. If anybody knows any better, please, by all means, put it in the comments. Right, I'll just show you where we're at. There's the mound, that's the old castle. So we'll head towards that, and I have actually found in this field, I can point you to about just the exact spot really. If I zoom in, and I'll put my finger about in there somewhere, just in front of that dry stone wall. I didn't film it, it was before I started the channel. I got a signal, and it was a good signal, and it was a coin, and underneath that coin just happened to be a bit of flint. And this area here it's not known for having any flint, and it was a Neolithic scraper. And what a find that was. Very, very fortunate to find that. So yeah, like I've always said this, I say this to everybody, always check your hole, always. You just never know what's lurking in there. Right, on to the next. Right, we've got a strong signal here that's worth recording. What we're saying, moo tube. The way my luck's gone today, it hasn't been the best of afternoons for finds, but I'm out. I needed to get out. I haven't been out for about 2 weeks, so it's all good. I don't care what I find. But if this was a gold coin, that would kind of make up for a little bit. But yeah, let's have a look. Whatever it is in here. That's sending my machine crackers for some reason. I'll put that over there. I think I've been caught out by a bit of iron again. I have. I actually have. That's unbelievable. Never been caught out with as much iron ever. Can you see that in there? It's an iron ring, isn't it? Yeah, that's frustrating. Never mind, I'll dig this out and then I'll see you on the next hole. We've got a very interesting one here. Mid-20s. Yeah, I'm trying to think what that could be. It's on the centre line. Hopefully it's not a nail. I've had enough of them. Just to give you a quick heads up, that's where we are in relation to that big mound of grass which was the old castle. So we're quite close. Now I have had jettons off here as well, and I know for a fine fact that there has been things found in that other field as well. I haven't had much luck in there. I've found bits and pieces, but yeah, in the meantime, let's have a look what this is. Right, that's out. I took an extra spoonful out. I don't think it's in there. I think whatever it is here. Now, oh wow, yeah, it's coming to bits. It has come to bits. Just come to bits there. It's a little decorative something. Whether it's, use your other hand for that. I'll just take that piece away for now and then we'll see. I'm assuming this will be furniture related. Oh, it's got like a bit of a roller sort of pulley thing on the back here. Now, that's interesting. I mean, I don't think it's massively old, but it's still quite interesting. I'll try and clean it without, because it is starting to sort of disintegrate in places. So I'll get as much cleaned off as I dare and we'll have a look. Not sure if you can hear that. There's a curlew just going into land up there. Maybe has young ones somewhere. Nice to see. Right, we have this. Now, that's the top of it. Has this white sort of, well, how would you describe that? I don't, is it a pottery sort of ceramic-y sort of thing? I don't know. I don't know what best to describe that. And that goes on there like that, and then we have a bit of a little wheel in the back there, which has been this has been something. I'm going to turn it over to you guys in the comments of what you think that might have been. You can just see I've got a bottle of Madry there that I might just have when I get home. Lovely Friday night, why not? So yeah, over to you guys on that one. Right, we've got a very nice one here. 3940, sounds lovely, doesn't it? Yeah, place your bets. What do you think it's going to be? Let's have a look. Don't know if you can see that or hear it. That's a curlew shouting and screaming on for something. Must be excited it's Friday night or something. Anyway, not the deepest, but it's out. Oh, let's have a look. Right, go here. She's in here somewhere. It hasn't been very deep, whatever it is. And it is just, I think, just a lead washer. But you had to dig that, didn't you? You just had to. I mean, that could have been anything. It's another piece of lead for the pot. Yeah, never mind. Right, I've found another one. I know what some of you are going to say, there's a little bit of a grunt in there, and you're right, there is. But I'm going to dig it anyway. I'm enjoying myself. Yes, I'm digging some rubbish, and I'm not digging very much good stuff, but I don't care. I'm enjoying myself, which is what it's all about, isn't it? So, yeah. That's that signal there. We'll have a look. And yeah, this is how a signal can change. Whoops, I nearly fell in the bloody hole there. Yeah, that's how a signal can change, guys. So it always pays, if you're unsure, just dig it out. Oh, I've got on my knees for no reason here. I can't find it. I'm going to have to go deeper, I think. Is that even on? Yeah. Right, bear with us. I'll get this properly dug out and hopefully we'll see what it is. Right, as you can see, I've made a bit of a mess, but we have under here somewhere, can you see it? That's a coin. We're on to a nice little coin. Now I'm going to give this a quick rub on the magic trousers. See if we can get some sort of date off it. Now I did not expect that to be like, well, yes, I did expect it to be a coin. Well, not a coin, but I expected it to be something half decent. Yes, there was a little bit of a grunt in that. But then when it changed, the signal totally changed, like 90 something. I thought, God, what the hell is this going to be? And we're on to, believe it or not, another Victoria halfpenny. This time we can quite clearly see a date there. I'll just give that a bit tickle. And the date is, if my eyes aren't playing tricks on me, that's 1862, I think. Yeah, I mean, people at home might see different on the screen to what I'm seeing, but that looks like 1862. So it's got a bit of age to it. It's coin number 2. We are heading towards home time. There's no rush to get home. There's no wife, no kids, just me and the will to do whatever I please tonight, which is fantastic. Doesn't happen very often, and it's fantastic. So, yep, coin number 2. Catch you on the next. That just about blew my ears off. That is a lump of lead. Now it looks to be folded over. Unfortunately, well, I might be able to get it unfolded, but yeah, that is a big lump of lead. That's really going to help the pot out. Yeah, I think that might be 1/100 of a gold coin there. Right, on to the next. Right, I've come across an interesting one here, so I'll just tighten that back on there. Yeah, now I'm right next to these lime kilns, and I've got a 23. Yeah, what could it be? Bit of lead. Yeah, let's have a look. Whatever it is there. Now, I just don't have a good feeling about this one. I hope I'm wrong. Ah, there we go. It is the remnants. Don't think there's any more in there. There could be, but there could be more in there. I'll double check. But it's the remnants of a harmonica. Quite a common find. Possibly from a worker that had something to do with these lime kilns behind us there. So yeah, nice little find. Right, time's getting on. I was heading towards the pickup. She's way down there, but I took a detour. You know what it's like. You're chasing that high, aren't you? Which I haven't had to do, unfortunately. But we've got a 42, 43, 44 here, which could very well be a moo tube, but we'll have to have a look, won't we? Right, I've dug that over. Who's got eagle eyes? Now, who can have a guess at what that is before we take it out? I'm going to say it could very well be a whistle. But other than that, I don't know. No, it's not a whistle. Right. It's not very heavy at all. Just give it a little tickle up. Has that got age to it? I don't know. It reminds us very much of a, what you call it, is it a dagger shape or whatever they're called? But I don't think it is one of them. Pass. Yeah, over to you guys in the comments. I would imagine it would have been round at one point, both ends. And it's probably just been a fitting for something. Shut up, you. So yeah, over to you guys if you think it's just tat or if you think it's something important. Right guys, just in case this is something good, I wasn't going to film it, but it's totally changed this signal. 18, 19, 20. Yeah, I don't know what I'm expecting it to be. So we'll find out together. That was fortunate, wasn't it? We have, just turn that off, a nice, we did have it till I dropped it. We've got a Clog clasp, and it's quite intact. Normally they're quite broken and flat and what have you. This one is very, very obviously a Clog clasp. Sometimes they are decorated. This isn't, I don't think. I'll just try and get the muck out the back of there. Probably won't be able to. Yeah, nice little Clog clasp. I'm happy with that. I like finding these. Some people search for years and don't find one, and I find them, yeah, quite regular. Yeah, very happy. Right, we've just had another one. I didn't film the signal. I've just had a couple of like 2.2 rifle sort of casings, and this was coming up a similar sort of signal. So I thought, oh, I'll not film it. And we have another clog clasp. So that's 2. Now what age will these be? Now I'm going to say probably, like I say with most things, Victorian, back into Georgian sort of period, sort of 1800s. Would that be right? Yeah, good old clog clasp. Possibly the last signal of the day. We'll see. See how lucky we are on the way back to the car. Right guys, that's the end of this afternoon's dig. I've had about 2.5 hours out and I'm absolutely jiggered. It's been a long week, but I tell you what, I've enjoyed every second of that. I didn't find anything of note, but hey, that's metal detecting, isn't it? I mean, yes, it's nice finding silvers and it's nice finding this, that and the other, but sometimes you just don't. And I hope by watching this video that if you are thinking about starting metal detecting, that is the truth behind it. Sometimes you just don't find much at all. Sometimes you don't find anything. So I am grateful that I have found something today. Albeit just 2 coins, a couple of buttons, a couple of clog clasps. But hey, it's just lovely to be out on a night when it's like this. Absolutely fantastic. Now I am hoping to be out on Sunday with, fingers crossed, Cooper, Tom and Harry. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing a live. Now I'm not quite sure what everybody thinks to that. I am thinking about doing a live, but I'll have a bit more think about that. But yep, we'll catch you in the garage to do a quick roundup of what we've found. And I just want to quickly, as I always do, and you probably get sick of us doing it, but I just want to thank everybody for watching. The channel is starting to really grow now. I am kind of thinking that 1,000 subscribers mark is possible. So if you are watching this and you're not subscribed, please do so. It really, really, really will help the channel grow. I never, ever, ever thought I would be saying 1,000 subscribers, but here we are. We're at 580 at the minute. I know we're just past halfway, but if everybody that isn't subscribed watches this video and I get an extra 20, 30 subscribers, it's a good start, isn't it? So yeah, thanks again everybody, and we'll catch you in a second in the roundup. Right everyone, as you can see, we're back in the garage to have a quick look over some of the very few finds that we found today. There's not much. Say that's the best bits. That's the lead. There's a bit of aluminium and a bit of other stuff, and this is all the iron that's caught me out today, which is very, very unlike me. Yeah, that doesn't happen very often. But yeah, can happen to anybody. But yeah, let's have a look. Not much really. I mean, absolutely loved getting out this afternoon, but finds wise, I've had better days. Pick of the bunch for me has to be the 2 coins, which are both Queen Victoria. Where are we at? Slightly wrong way. Queen Victoria half pennies from the late 1800s. I'll see if I can find a date on this one for you. 1862 there. Yeah, and there is this. Somebody might know what it's off. I'm sure I've seen and found things like this before. But yeah, could be anything. We have a nice little, it has since come to bits in the bag, but it's got like a mechanism on the back. It looks to be like a little sort of like pulley, would you say? And on the front of that is a sort of nice white sort of, I would almost say like ceramic sort of decorated front there. Yeah. Just quickly, while I'm here, I am actually sorting through some rubbish that I've found. Well, I'm saying rubbish. Some of the things I've found, and now people always ask, what do you find most of? And I always say rubbish, but after that, I always say buttons. Now, this is a jar of buttons, and it's 90% of what I've found since I've started metal detecting. There's another probably 5% that's in the cabinet that's good, and there's another 5% that I've just chucked away because they're just too far gone. And yeah, you've got to draw a line on what you keep, haven't you? Or so the wife says anyway. Now that there, and there has to be a good, 3 kilos, 2 kilos maybe of buttons in there. All sorts of different types of buttons. I don't know if you can see in there because of the light. Get a handful out for you. And so yeah, these are probably the most common things we find as metal detectorists, other than scrap. Buttons. Hell of a collection there. So yeah, that answers that question. I just want to say quickly before I go, I do apologise for the big gap in the videos. I've got a lot going on at the minute, work-wise. It's just the time of year. I've got a lot of jobs that sort of have deadlines, and there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you will get to know about eventually, which very exciting times. So yeah, I just want to thank you for sticking with us while I've been absent. There is a few videos lined up to come out. The next video after this is going to be a 2-parter. Just a quick preview for that is there will be some silver items for you to see, so please stay tuned for that. But until then, I just want to thank everybody so much for the continued support, and until next time, watch what you're doing, and we'll see you very soon. Catch you later.